Hello everyone, it's been quite a while since I brought a new video. Well, I was kind of a sabbatical, learning new things so that I can bring the best stocks to you. So before moving ahead, I would request you to please subscribe to this channel so that I can keep bringing such informative videos. In today's video, I'll be discussing certain sectors, certain stocks which I believe will remain in focus in coming years and which you can consider investing in for long term like 5 to 10 years. But if you do not have that patience, then also these stocks do have the potential to generate good amount of profits in 3 years. But before you make any decision, before you invest in any of the stocks, please consult your personal financial advisor. So the sector that I'm talking about here are IT, automobile, sugar industry and power sector or green energy. Apart from these, pharma and defense are the two sectors which might see a lot of ups and downs and may attract investors. But it gets very tricky when it comes to pick value stocks from these sectors from a long-term perspective. So I'm leaving these two for now. Let's get back to our first potential sector, which is information technology. So it's not that IT is a new industry; it's been there for more than 2 decades. But the thing is that IT is an industry where a lot of things are yet to be explored. We all have been hearing things like artificial intelligence, metaverse, etc., which can be of great help in other sectors as well, especially in defense, satellite, etc. So if you're looking for safer bets, then TCS, Tech Mahindra are good large caps. Other than that, Infosys and Happiest Minds, they also have been doing really good since last year, but the current prices seem little on the higher side. So I would not suggest to buy these two at current prices at least. Now, moving on to the second sector, which is automobile. So you must have observed that automotive industry is in a transition phase. It's transitioning itself from fuel vehicle to electric vehicles. But there is a big question. Are consumers, the people, equally passionate about replacing their fuel vehicles with an electric vehicle? Because electric vehicle does not seem to be as pocket friendly as a fuel vehicle. For example, Tata Nexon electric vehicle starts with 17 lakhs approx, which is clearly not for the masses. So in my view, in a country like ours, India, there are two ways that EV can acquire the market. One is through two-wheelers and second is public transport. For four-wheelers like cars and SUVs, it is going to be a really long journey for them to acquire a substantial market space. And as far as two-wheelers are concerned, a lot of smaller companies have been emerging. Competition is getting higher. So we may expect few merger and acquisitions, or in case they want to go solo, we might expect one or two IPOs as well, which has lesser possibility though. So having said that all, Tata Motors seems to be the only sensible call for me right now in this particular sector for various reasons. And so I'm going ahead with that only. And then comes the third sector, which is sugar industry. Sugar companies are a perfect pick for 2025. And why is that? So let me explain you. So the most obvious reason is that ethanol blending in petrol, which is currently at 10% and expected to grow up to 20% till 2025. Government of India has been encouraging sugar companies to use extra sugarcane to produce ethanol, which then can be blended with petrol and used as a fuel in vehicles. So this step is eventually going to increase the production and demand of sugar companies. And second thing is that sugar export has also been consistently increasing from India, which again is a good thing for the whole industry, for whole sugar industry. From that perspective, I have picked two stocks. One is Dalmia Sugar, another is Sri Renuka Sugar. Dalmia Sugar is India's one of the leading producer of sugar. It has been very consistent with its financial performance. It has a strong management with 74% of promoters shareholding and none pledged. So the overall stock looks very good and we can simply follow the rule buy the dip. Other than that, Renuka Sugar is also there, which is a bit riskier though, since the company has a below average financials. It has been continuously reporting losses in previous quarters, but the good thing is that it's on a recovery mode now. Promoters has 62% of shareholding and none pledged, and we might expect a merger in coming months. So that's not for sure right now. So for all those reasons, Renuka Sugar seems a fair call right now. Now coming to the last sector, which is power sector or green energy industry. So power sector, you must have seen that have been showing tremendous growth lately. A lot of smaller companies, penny stocks, even debt ridden companies, all of them have shown an upward movement, upward trend in last few quarters. In such a scenario, it becomes very difficult to differentiate between a value stock and a stock which with a trap, a stock that holds value and a trap and a stock which holds none. And for that reason, this sector needs a bit of detailed analysis, and that is why I shall be doing that in my next video. And that's all from my side in today's video. If you have any query, any suggestion, do write in the comments.